Well, it's refreshing not to be playing today. The team really needed 2 days off. I didn't realize it, but we had played that Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and I'm shouting at my team with 5 minutes left, like, you got to push, and they just didn't have anything else left in the tank. So we took the 2 days off. We're going to practice today and leave, and then take our slot tomorrow and relax and get ready for whoever go to the game and watch. And we're familiar with both teams. Looks like Vandy's going to win today, so Vandy and Florida. But Florida we hadn't played in forever, but we've been watching them lately. So we're just excited about being in the tournament, getting this double bye, seeing what it's all about, and continuing to do what we set out to do.
What's y'all's mindset and mentality going in and playing with house money may not be the right term, but
Yeah.
you feel like you're fully in the tournament. You're not really playing for
Yeah.
maybe better seating, but how are y'all kind of approaching this week?
Well, it is about better seating now that we feel like we're in the tournament. So before we just wanted to get in. We didn't care if we were a 16 seed. We just wanted to get in. But now that we're in, we want to make sure that anybody who watches us feel like we're better than a 7 seed. Our net is at 25. Uh, we have, I think, 2 ranked wins. And, we've been playing good basketball as of late. So we want to continue on with that and to see how high of a seed we can get that will position us to make a deep run in the tournament.
You've talked a lot this year about how the only goal was make it to the tournament.
Yeah.
Is it hard readjusting the goals now that you feel like you're pretty safe
No,
bet?
no, because usually, like, if you have one goal and you cut and you get it, you either, if you just, I don't know, if you're not ambitious, then you'll be okay with that. But I'm ambitious, as you know. I'm the one that came in here and had 4 players and said that this time wouldn't always be this way. I started off the season saying it's an NCAA tournament or bust. Like, I know teams that go every year that would never be bold enough to say that. So I'm ambitious, and so it's pretty easy for us because we feel like we've accomplished something, and now we want to go after something else.
How do you balance trying to win in Nashville versus trying to get the girls ready for what comes next?
Yeah, well, that's kind of easy because Nashville is what's in front of us, and we know that that's a big stage. The SEC tournament is a big stage, and so we're going to play against really good teams. If we perform well, people will see. Last year, what people don't remember maybe is last year we performed well, and that got the buzz going for us to possibly get in the NCAA tournament. That was in the SEC. So we want to go there and play well because we know that that matters.
Y'all recently played Vanderbilt, and it may not be Vanderbilt, may not be Florida, but what have you seen? You said you looked a little bit at
Yeah.
Florida just from that growth from over a month ago to
Yeah. They're just playing free. They're playing free. They're playing fast. They're playing together. Vandy is a dangerous team because they didn't have much to lose. They don't. No one has expectations for a first-year head coach. Now the head coach is a competitor, and they have competitors on their team, so I'm sure they want to do well. But no one's gonna have her on the front page saying she's in the hot seat, regardless of how this year ends. So that makes them dangerous because they're just playing the game without any pressure. And so that's what those 2 teams provide.
Do you tell your players to try and block out the bracketology stuff, or do you kind of lean into them and talk, and this is where
Yeah.
my net is, this
Yeah,
is seeding?
I don't know that. I hadn't heard them talk about it, so I don't say anything about it. I think as a staff, we're more into that. I don't know that my players care about that kind of stuff. They're pretty focused on waiting to see who we have in Nashville. That has been the talk. And they're pretty stoked that I gave them 2 days off. So you talk about winning your team over. I think I've done that with that double day off. So we're just gonna be solid today, practice for about an hour 15, and get on the bus.
John, go ahead.
Hey, yo.
Hey, John.
You've mentioned before before about this whole stretch, how you guys aren't playing with your backs to the wall ever since really that Vandy game where you feel like you earned an NCAA tournament spot. You mentioned how you're going in there ambitious and you want to win the SEC tournament, but I'm just curious, how has that stretch from the Vandy game to now where your guys' backs aren't to the wall as much? I mean, how have you felt about that stretch?
I mean, we came out, again, remember, John, I do everything in 4-game pods. And so was Vandy the first of our 4-game, Mimi? Who we played? Yeah. Vandy was the first of the 4-game pod. And so when we won that, we felt really good. And so then we wanted to finish out the pod strong. And we finished out 3-1. And that's how we started SEC play, 3-1. And so I'm pleased with what we've done because it just shows our growth. We had to fight it out against Vandy. We went into what I thought was a pretty hostile environment with Auburn, and we played really well. And then we came home with all the emotions, all the fatigue, and was down 4 with 5 minutes left against the number 1 team in the country. So I think we're playing good basketball now. For me, my focus is making sure the team feels great. We're going to clean up some stuff, just refresh your stuff today, get them up and down, get them moving. Because tomorrow I think we only have 45 minutes on the floor. And just go from there.
David, go ahead.
Hey, this is probably not the appropriate time to ask you this.
It's
but,
probably not if that's how you're going to start it. It probably isn't, David, but knowing you're going to ask.
I am. Since it was in the news this morning where Keith Carter has said y'all have been in preliminary conversations about your contract, can you confirm that? And what can you shed to us about that?
Well, I mean, he has expressed to me that he would like us to talk about what the future looks like here at Ole Miss. But that is pretty much the basis of that conversation. As far as that kind of stuff is concerned, I'm going to really block that out until the end of the season. Everybody knows how much I love Ole Miss. If you know me personally, you know how loyal I am to the people that believe in me and give me a chance, and the University of Mississippi has done that. This is a different job now, David. When I first came, the goal was to get the program back to having some respect, and I think we've done that. And so any conversations I'll have will be where we want to go next here at Ole Miss. Everyone knows I want to win a national championship at some point. That was not my goal when I first came. You get what I'm saying? So, it's just a different conversation that we will have. But, Keith has been an incredible support of me, even when we were 0-16. He never flinched. He never gave me any kind of sign that he didn't have confidence in me. And for that, I appreciate and just look forward to having those conversations after it's all said and done. But after.
Thanks, you.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.